What happens if humanity starts producing less cheap stuff? And could it actually save us? You've probably noticed it. Your shirt costs less than a lunch. Your table arrives tomorrow. Your phone case breaks in 2 weeks, so you just buy another one. We live in a world built on cheap clothes, cheap gadgets, cheap furniture, cheap food, cheap convenience. But here is the question no one is asking lately. Don't we? I don't hear it. It's been asked. What happens if humanity starts producing less cheap stuff? Well, don't judge me harsh. It's just my version, my thoughts, At first, the answer sounds terrifying. Prices will rise. People panic. Stores run low. The economy slows. For millions, cheap isn't just convenience, it's survival. And that's the biggest problem. If cheap essentials disappear overnight, lower income families suffer first. A parent cannot invest in quality when rent is due. Sorry for my English. Student can't buy a durable laptop if the only option costs triple. A family can't choose sustainability over affordability when groceries are already expensive. So producing less cheap stuff without a plan creates inequality. But here is a twist. Cheap is expensive. Cheap products break fast. Cheap fashion creates mountains of waste. Cheap plastic fills oceans. Cheap furniture ends up on sidewalks. Cheap gadgets become e-waste. Cheap food often damages health. We save money now, but we pay later. With pollution, with stress, with clutter, with debt, with environmental collapse. So how do we fix it without hurting people? Here's the solution. Again, it's only my version. To make essentials affordable, not disposable. Cheap medicine, cheap food, cheap housing materials, and basic tech should stay accessible. But disposable junk, reduce it. Governments and companies can subsidize durable essentials instead of mass producing waste. Don't you think? Well, then the second thing would be to build products to last. Imagine phones with replaceable batteries. When they were just created, I remember that. Why don't we do it anymore? Shoes that can be repaired. Furniture made from real wood. Appliances with parts you can replace. Longer lasting products reduce long-term costs. The third thing would be to create a repair economy. More repair shops, cheaper spare parts, right to repair loss. Instead of buy again, we fix. The fourth thing would be to normalize second-hand culture. Used clothes, refurbished electronics, resold furniture. Second-hand should feel smart, not less than. Fifth would be to reward sustainable businesses. Support brands that make fewer, better products, not brands that sell you the same thing 10 times. So what actually happens if humanity starts producing less cheap stuff? In short term, life gets harder, I know. Prices rise, yes. Systems shake. But in the long term, less waste, better quality, smarter consumption, cleaner planet, more intentional living. Maybe the future isn't about owning more. Maybe it's about owning better. And maybe the real question is this: can humanity afford to keep producing cheap stuff forever? I mean, isn't it worth it? Just trying. What do you think? Let's talk in the comments.